The Simulated Emergency Test, or the SET, is an annual communications exercise sponsored by the American Radio Relay League. While other groups may have their SETs on other dates, this year's Wisconsin SET is set for October 2nd. Exact times are still being worked out. Each year, the SET allows communicators to test their skills to send and receive messages during a disaster. All ham radio operators, be they involved in ARIES, RACIS, the Red Cross, CERT, and any unaffiliated individuals, including and maybe especially including new hams, are invited and encouraged to participate in the SET. I say new hams particularly because it gives them a chance to operate in a network environment during a simulated emergency. Modes of communications used during the SET will include single sideband, FM, CW, and various digital modes. For more information on the SET, get in contact with Denny Rybecki, K9LGU, our Wisconsin Section Traffic Manager, or his sidekick, Jim Batka, N9VC. There are a number of message formats available for sending formal messages. In disaster communications, however, our old friend the ICS213 is preferred. The ICS213 is made up of several parts called blocks. The message header, for instance, for administrative details, contains blocks 1 through 6. The body part of the message is the text, and that's in block 7. And the signature part, block 8, identifies who approved the message. Public and private served agencies are trained on and expect to handle message traffic on the ICS213. The ICS213 is more or less unique among message formats because it can include a reply, that's block 9, and block 10, another signature part, identifies who approved the reply message. As good as it is, the ICS213 isn't perfect. It doesn't, for instance, include a message number. Message numbers allow a specific message to be readily identified and cataloged. Neither does it include a group count. That's the number of words, numbers, and mixed groups in the message text. These shortcomings can be mediated, however, with a couple of workarounds. In an original message, the subject line, block 4, can be formatted like this. And a reply message, the first words of the text, can include this. Here's an example of an ICS213 message with a reply. Block 1, in this case, is SET2021. And in Block 2, we learn that the message is sent to the Chief of the Logistics Section. Block 3 identifies who's sending the message. In this case, it's the COM-L. Block 4 identifies the message number and group count, and that the message is about lunch. Block 5 is the date the message was entered into the system, and Block 6 is the time. The message header is now complete. Here's the text of Block 7. And finally, Block 8 identifies the sender by name, position, and signature. Now here's the message reply. Here's the text of Block 9. Please note that the message number in the reply is the same as the message number in the original message. That's because they're both part of the same message. And block 10 identifies the sender. Here are a couple of things you need to know when sending a reply message. For instance, Sparky Malarkey was the originator of the first message, so his name went in block 3. Jeff Tightwad, who was the recipient of the original message, is in block 2, the 2 field. However, in a reply message, these two are just reversed. So now, Sparky is the recipient of the message, and Jeff is the sender. Okay, well, that's about it. Let's take a recap here of what we've covered today. First off, the ICS213 is the preferred message of sending messages in a disaster situation because of its compatibility with served agencies. The ICS213 accommodates a built-in reply message capability. Adding a message number and a group count requires a couple of simple workarounds. Again, for more information on SET2021, get in touch with Denny Rybecki, K9LGU, Wisconsin Section Traffic Manager, or Jim Batka, Assistant Section Traffic Manager. Jim is N9VC. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little presentation and got some useful information from it. Please join us for SET 2021 on October 2nd.